happened?
It's okay.
We were twins.
I know. Now mine's is like, okay, we're gonna do it one more time. The problem is I was looking in the computer to try to do it.
Oh,
okay, there we go.
We back.
We back.
And we back.
Okay.
What did you do to it? You moved it. It's sideways. Okay, we back at the top of your head.
We're gonna leave it right here.
We're back. So we're gonna wait till more people come into the room. There's people here, but we're gonna wait till it fills up a little bit more, so we're not kind of repeating the same stuff over and over.
Got it.
So everybody, say hello if you're in the room. There's this thing on here that I can do some sound effects. I don't know how to do them yet.
Yeah. Actually, I think I have the app on my phone for that.
Yes, that's my thing. It's like you're gonna make your soap show like a DJ. Yes, I am. It's gonna sound like the morning show. That's all right.
That's cool. That's how you keep people interactive. I'm a child, so it's like having pictures in a coloring book.
Yep.
I get it.
That's right. Like I need to have fun. You need to have fun, right? We need to have fun.
Exactly. Hello, everybody.
Oh, look, everybody's early too. Ain't nobody. They was playing with you, Jazz. Everybody on time.
Oh,
they were not playing. Yep, they're coming in. Keep coming. Fan out. Everybody, while you're here, fan out. Take a copy of the link and go put it on your social media. Go put it on your DMs. Tell everybody to follow us. Go in the candle groups. I don't care where you go. Just go ahead and spread the word and let them know. Come in here. Get in here. Tell them get in here.
Come in.
I stole that from Armand, but I'm gonna keep it.
You know what?
Get in here.
For the longest, I was always trying to think of something. I was like, come on in. Where did that come from? Like, that's not
come on in.
Come on in. What? Stop.
Like, when do you say that? I never say that.
Any other time except for when there's a live camera on. Only time.
Yep. Yeah. I'm telling you. And I get stuck. I be like, I'm like, I know my name. I know my company. What am I stuck on?
It's the little red live thing.
I'm telling you. It just drive you crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just drive you crazy. All right, so let's start. We got the room is nice and full. So welcome everybody to our sessions event. Well, our sessions live. Thank you for joining. We are here with Jazz of Black Sunflower Candles. And I found Jazz a long time before I found her on Black Candle Makers Club, because her candle was everywhere. It wasn't the viral candle yet, but I don't even know how I came across the candle, right? And so it was the strawberries and cream, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I really like it. And this is the time when I was trying to learn how to put the dye in the candle. So yeah. So I was like, oh, I love this candle. Oh my gosh, I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to do it, right? I never did it. But that's how I remembered who you were, because every time I seen the candle, I knew it was you. And then I seen the, I think it was Bougie Hot Chocolate. Mm-hmm. That was the second one. And then I was like, oh my God, I just love, I think it's the whole black and gold thing, I just loved everything about it. It just was refreshing. Not that it was like, something like I've never seen, but I'm just saying it was just refreshing. I loved it. It was bold. It was bright. It was beautiful. I loved it.
Thank you.
And then your Pride one. And I was like, oh girl. Yes.
I loved it.
Yes. And then we actually finally got to like meet and not, Jazz is going to be doing this. Nikki's going to be doing this. We finally actually got to connect. And I'm so glad that we did, because I love you. And so introduce yourself and tell people how they can find you first. And then we go into everything else.
We can do that. So my name is Jazz. I am the owner, founder of Black Sunflower, but I'm not just that. I am just an overall business maker. You can find me at Black Sunflower Co. You can find me at Black Sunflower Academy, and you can find me at Events by Black Sunflower. We're going to talk about all that later.
We're going to talk about that, girl. Because we are so proud about that. Yes, we are.
I'm excited.
We are so proud about your event space. So tell us who Jazz is. Well, Jazz was before candles.
Gosh, before candles, Jazz was a serial entrepreneur. So I have been hustling since the playground. I would sell candy and bracelets on the playground. I've sold Avon, Mary Kay. I've sold hats. I've done just about anything and everything you think of. One of my near and dearest to my heart, I was a fitness, nutrition, and weight loss specialist for a really long time. I had my own garage space. And that was probably one of my favorite jobs that I've ever had. Property management for years. And then that was basically me. I have a 9-year-old son who is just my love. And
your employee.
And my employee. Exactly.
I saw the crooked sticker. I got a sticker.
I got so emotional today. I'm sitting there cleaning up the candles, and for hot second, I was like, look at this crooked sticker. I was like, look at this crooked sticker my baby put on.
Right? He's working.
That candle, and I labeled it. I was like, hey, y'all getting the crooked warning sticker. Take it.
Take it and love it, because nobody's seeing it anyway. It's at the bottom.
Exactly. And he was so proud of his little warning sticker.
That's right.
On that. And you know what? I stumbled onto candles before Black Sunflower. Yes, I burn candles. I love candles, but I wasn't as engulfed as I am to them now. I got this love for candles, and it's the science behind the candles. As you know, Nikki, like the science behind how candles work. Anybody who thinks that you can just throw some wax in a wick and some fragrance oil and have something work, you are wrong. Like, I'm
telling you, try to sell that thing.
Embarrass yourself.
Exactly. Yep.
And just learning so I just took everything that I learned from years of being a serial entrepreneur and threw it into Black Sunflower, and it just blossomed. Pun intended. Pun wasn't intended. And so it's like, I am here, and what I do is because I always just want to help people. Yeah. And me creating Black Sunflower is allowing me the opportunity to reach more people and help people in the way I really enjoy.
So you would say that your glow up had come from the background of the entrepreneurial since you were on the playground.
Exactly.
That's what we're saying. Okay.
Talking about, I'll take that bag of chips for 25 cents. No, you'll take it for 50 cents.
Right.
Or you can go someplace else.
You won't be eating my chips.
Sorry.
Right? You better find some chips somewhere else.
Exactly. But nobody had chips. It's being an entrepreneur is opportunities and solving problems. We couldn't go anywhere to get snacks.
Yeah.
So snacks to the playground.
That's right. And that makes sense. And I think you guys, if you see us, we kind of look like we planned out. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
I put this on just so we could be a little
right, because I would have had my glasses on too. So, but the same thing for me. Like I never really wanted to work for anybody. It's just not something that I want. We used to sell when I was about 20. We were selling pieces of paper in NJ in New Jersey when there's events and stuff like that. Pieces of paper. Me and my best friend got some girls together. We called them they were our models, and we got them booked for like promo gigs, like doing in the bars and stuff like that. You know how they have the girls in the shirt. Yeah. And so we took pieces of paper and we were selling those pieces of paper $5 or $20 for a piece of paper. And it was just a picture of the model.
See?
Yeah, I was like, yep, we're getting this money.
And there's money out here for everybody. There's opportunities everywhere. If you just learn to look around and see where there are problems and figure out how you can solve that problem. And that goes with products. If you can create a product and there is a solution behind why you're creating this product, it's going to help you be successful.
Right. And that's what we actually were talking about in the morning, because we have coffee with Nikki, because I'm challenging myself to be live every day. Well, not the weekends, but yeah, I'm trying.
Huge. Congratulations.
Thank you. I don't have something to talk about every day, but I'm there. because the main goal is to have a podcast. So it's to be comfortable, filling my own dead space, dead air. You know what I mean? So I don't feel like I'm stumbling, because if I'm on video, I can be moving. But if I'm on a podcast, I'm like, it's just going to be.
You better keep it going.
Right. Like, I don't have anybody to talk to today. So what do I do? So now I'm challenging myself, but we were talking about that. We were talking about, you are not selling your product, you are selling a solution to somebody's problem.
Exactly.
So since you come from the hustling and the marketing background, tell people about selling solutions and part of telling their story.
So it's all about creating an experience. You have to find some way to create an experience. And let's give an example, candles. We all know taking pictures of candles, you see the same pictures over and over again, it's boring.
Boring.
It's boring. But for example, you found me through the strawberries and whipped cream.
Yes.
The problem I saw, candles on Instagram, boring as heck.
Yep.
How do I make my candle stand out? So what I did some research. I saw somebody marbling a candle. I was like, oh, this might be fun. It ain't fun. There ain't nothing fun about marbling a candle.
Nothing.
At all.
It takes too long.
It takes too long. It's like double the process. But I was determined to get my product out there. So I solved my issue of not having a boring candle by creating something that was eye-catching and getting it out there. I got a lot of people found me through the strawberries and whipped cream.
Yes.
It was different. I found a problem, boring candles. I created a solution, interesting candle. Instead of just
simplified. You simplified that. Did you hear that? That's like, first of all, that's a class. That was bars.
Don't overthink it.
Right. She simplified that whole situation. This was the problem. This is how I solved it. And that was that.
That was it. Sometimes we come up with all these like roundabouts, shoulda, woulda, couldas. What if this happened? Well, what if it doesn't?
Right.
Put it out there. I could put this candle out there. Nobody paid any attention whatsoever. I pulled it and moved on to something else.
Right.
That's simple. So finding solutions in whatever you're doing or whatever you're trying to create is extremely important, in addition to knowing who you're selling to. So a lot of people, my example I give, people, I'm selling this lighter. Right? Who are you selling this lighter to? Everybody. No, you're not.
Everybody don't need lighters.
Everybody don't need lighters. You're not selling this lighter to everybody. Tell me, who are you selling this lighter to? And if you can't tell me who you're selling this lighter to, I can tell you right off, your product will not be successful.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how to talk to people. You don't know how to speak to that person that's supposed to be buying that lighter.
Exactly. You don't know where are you going to find these people who are going to buy this lighter? Like, what are these people? Where do they like to shop? What do they like to drive? What are they even using the lighter for? Like, there was a time where you saw somebody that has a lighter, you automatically think, oh, they smoke cigarettes, right?
Smoke, right.
Yeah. But you guys know me, and I don't smoke. You don't know me like that. I don't smoke cigarettes, but you're gonna automatically
maybe, but
you're gonna automatically think, oh, she uses a lighter to light candles. You're gonna think that because I'm within the demo. Like, if I want to sell lighters to people who light candles, I'm going to market differently to the people who smoke cigarettes.
Right.
So, really important to get those facts down. It's like, I can't stress how important it is to nail down your demographics. And with Black Sunflower, one of the things that I did, I actually originally started off with wine bottle candles. So you
really?
I did. I don't even think I have one. There's little every now and then I run across one. Actually, I do have one way downstairs. But I used to cut wine glasses. Because I started off, I did not have the money to start a candle business.
Right.
I brought a little bit of wax, some wicks, the little bit of stuff that I needed to make it. And then once I ran out of my little tins, I'm like, well, I need something else to put things in. A long time ago, I had brought a glass cutter. So I was like, and I had a lot of wine because it was the pandemic, right?
Right. Because the liquor store was open. Everything else was closed.
The liquor store was open.
Always.
And so I cut them. I poured the candles in there and people started buying them. And I was like, oh, I could do this. But then I was like, wait, people who I want to sell to really aren't going to buy this. Like, oh, that was a good question. We're going to come back to this.
Right. That's why I put it up there so I don't forget.
The people who are they're not going to buy this. So I focused on, all right, I wanted to create a product around, I wanted to make it easy. So I was like, I legit created Black Sunflower around the stuff that I like. I know where I shop. I know what I drive. I know where my friends shop, what they like to eat, what they like to wear. I know all of that about my friends.
Right.
But I want to jump on Siobhan's question because this is a really good question right here.
There you go, Siobhan. Thank you.
Read it? You want to read it?
No, go ahead.
Demographic of the state you live in. I'm going to say hands down no. You want to know why? When I started Black Sunflower, I'm in Seattle, Washington. Even though we have a great demographic, I have plenty of people just like me up here. One, I didn't have a lot of money to spend. Two, not everybody, let's say I lived in rural Wyoming, hypothetically, and I was to advertise in rural Wyoming. What's mostly out there? Farmers. They're family. Her last email candle. They're not going to want a bougie hot chocolate candle. You focus your advertising and basing your demographics on who you are trying to reach with this candle or what problem you're trying to solve for this demographic. So in the beginning, I did not advertise in Seattle at all. I take it back. I did, but then I stopped. I put Seattle, New York, LA, Atlanta, Houston, Miami. I think those are the only states I put when I boosted my posts.
The hot spots.
I don't care about rural Wyoming. I don't care about Colorado. I don't care about North Dakota, South Dakota. I don't care about none of them.
Right.
I don't care. And then once I received the responses back from that, I narrowed it down. I cut Seattle out. Completely. The place that I lived in, they were like 0.0 something percent.
Right.
Who wanted my product. And so I was like, I'm going to waste my time. In the beginning, most of my sales came from New York.
Okay.
Like, I would say a good 50% of my sales in the very beginning came from New York. I was up in New York and my dad would help me pack. He's like, oh, I know where this is. Oh, I know where this is too. Oh, I know where this is. So yes, it's not necessary. You don't have to focus on the state. You focus on where the people you are trying to reach are. And if it's not in rural Wyoming, then you don't focus on your state.
Wow. That I wouldn't focus on my state either. The only reason why I focused on mine, well, I didn't even focus on it. I had a store in my town because it's a town, and and that's the only reason why I focused on my local customers. I didn't worry about everybody that was around me because everybody around me was not my demographic. I spoke to the people who walked into my store. And basically their word of mouth got it around, but I was not like my intention was not to, focus on the town because everybody, even though where I'm at, all the city people are here, they live here and then they go work in the city. So it's still the same, but it really wasn't, you know what I mean? It was a difference.
It's a big difference, but you had already knew you were able to visually put an eye on the people who are picking up your candles,
right?
At them, so you were able to then expand from that because you've created that customer base because you visually saw it,
right?
And so that definitely. Oh, look who came in the house!
Jules up in the house. Hey, Jules. Hey, sis. Hey, sis.
Love it, but no, I love that question. And she said Kansas. Okay, Siobhan. So if the people in Kansas are part of your demographic, cool. If not, leave Kansas. Go.
Even if you have to make your people up, girl, make them up in your head and then find them.
True, that's what you do. You create the story. What's this imaginary person? Where she shop? What she like to buy? What she like to eat? And you find where those people are.
Right.
There.
Right. So how did you even come up with strawberries and cream as your first candle? Oh, is that your first candle?
Oh, it wasn't. So my very first candle, and when I originally came out, they were the only ones in the Luxe collection. Very first candle ever was All That Jazz, actually.
Yeah. Okay, I do remember that too. Okay. Because I was really stalking you. Like, I don't even know why I was stalking you, but I really was. I was like, oh my God, I was all over the place. And you had it like with something around it, and you had the jazz candle laid on the surface. I was like, oh, look at this. This is cute.
That was me trying to work on my photography skills.
Right.
Photographer. Not a photographer. But All That Jazz was the first one, and then Pillow Talk was next, and then per my last email, it was this passion fruit fragrance that I found. I actually ended up switching the formula later once I learned more about candles.
Yeah.
That went up, which we do all the time, always bigger and better.
Got a tweak, yeah.
Strawberries and whipped cream it came out when I was trying. I was like, okay, I have these candles in these jars, but I need the attention. Yeah. And I had the fragrances that had the fragrance combination that I came up with, but I was like, I need something else. And it was actually my accountant. We were talking one day, and she was like, you know those cream savers? She's like, well, can you make a candle look like a cream saver, like a strawberry cream saver?
Wow.
Let's see what I can do. So to Google I go, pow today, and I found some videos, and I made it work. I have a love-hate relationship with them dyes. I'm gonna tell you guys a funny story. One day I had a thing of dye. This is when I was in my 900 square foot 2-bedroom apartment, no space, like literally it was just candles, a workshop. Mm-hmm. I said, let me clean off this dye so I don't make a mess.
Right.
When it slips out, I don't want it to slip out my hand because it's so messy. Pick it up, fix the cap. I don't know what happened to my hands. Dye on the wall, dye on the bed frame.
Oh no.
Dye everywhere. I moved dye. I was like, they're gonna charge me so much money because that dye does not come up.
No.
It doesn't come up.
It barely comes off your hands. Like
glycerin.
Let me tell you, I had it, and it's this is the only one that I have problem with. Black and hot pink. Red. Oh my gosh. I was like, oh my gosh. I got black dye on my hands. I can't get it off.
And people don't realize they all have different densities. So they all act differently, and different batches have different densities. So you may figure out you know how to work with one, and they switch it up on you. You're like, okay.
Right. And then it doesn't want to swirl into the candle. You sitting there sticking things in it.
I only make a certain amount now, and once they're gone, they're gone. Like I have to be in the mood. My mom does a lot of them now, and the love wins. A labor of love. Mm-hmm. Candle bless its heart, but putting all of those colors in there, because you can turn out with a brown candle very easily.
Real quick.
Like this is now melanin.
Right. We're just gonna slap a different sticker on there because
it doesn't smell the same. That's okay. You guys, you'll get over it.
Right. It's a one of a kind. Just say it's a one of. My aunt used to tell me that all the time. She said, if you have something and it didn't sell, or what, if it's a mistake or whatever, just say it's one of a kind. Just say it's one of a kind. You're never going to get it again. Just say. I was like, okay.
No, but it ain't one of a kind. I got a lot more brown candles. But yes, that's how it came about. She was like strawberry cream saver, and I was like, let me see what I can do. And from that, yeah, she has been on it like since day one. She has been on it with the ideas.
Oh, nice. And so we met your mom on Black Candle Makers Club. Well, we were on Black Candle Makers Club. We were on the Zoom.
Yeah, we're on the Zoom.
And she was watering the plant. So tell us about the whole plant journey, because I started my little garden, and but your plants are thriving.
So there's some babies back there. Hold on, we're gonna turn it this way. Got some babies back there. Those are just. I have over 100 plants in my home. I just always love plants. And what's hilarious is I used to talk about my mom. I was like, you have a jungle in your house. You can't even move. Like, look at me. I'm just in a little jungle.
Right.
And now I'm worse than my mom. And so when I first launched Black Sunflower, because I didn't know, yes, I want to do candles, but I love a lot. Waist beads, earrings, sage, crystal, body, like everything.
You gotta be like my, I don't want to say spirit animal, but you gotta be like my, what is it? Spirit person, I guess. I don't know.
You want it all.
Right.
I want to do it all. And so I casted this huge net. And then once I realized I have to focus. So I was like, candles are doing the best. Let's focus on just candles.
Right.
But plants have always been my love. And I've always wanted to sell plants. So I launched the Garden by Black Sunflower, I think a year ago. I launched it. And it was doing okay. But once again, it was kindred spirit. There you go. Kindred spirit.
That's what we are.
And it did well, but I feel I wasn't able to give the love into that as much as I wanted to. But now that I'm starting to create more processes, and I'm going to have an opportunity, which we're going to talk about later, to actually sell stuff more in person. Mm-hmm. bringing the Garden by Back sunflower back. I'm not sure if I'm going to ship them just yet, but I'm still working with my fulfillment center to get all the logistics with that sit down. But I would love to be able to start, like, because my babies, like a few of them have attitude problems. Is dropping leaves like it ain't got no sense. But we
got attitude problems.
We got attitude problems. I was like, you got sun, you got water. I talk to you. You guys get music. What's the problem?
What's the problem? Right. What is the problem? I have a not a love-hate relationship with plants, but I'm trying to learn, I guess. Okay, and yeah, I seen all of those. I was like, oh my God, I gotta do better. Look at all of this.
right now, and I don't know why I set myself up for this, but one of my big orders included plants. I decided that I wanted to take care of 500 snake plants.
What?
Yeah. So in my shop, you saw there was all those plants. Yeah. 4-inch, I got 500 4-inch snake plants. Now I'm down to about 350 of them because I've done a good amount of them. But yes, I take care and water. But one thing about snake plants, they don't need that much. Like, sorry if anybody's done it, but if you kill a snake plant, you just probably should stay away from plants.
You definitely don't have a green thumb.
Because you have to work to kill a snake plant. Like, they are super resilient. And for anybody who wants some tips, you go to Amazon and you buy a self-watering pot, and it'll have everyone thinking that you are just the plant lady, because the plant will suck up what it needs. It has little strings in the bottom, suck up what it needs. And people, oh no, my plants are good. I water them once or twice a week, knowing you only put water in that flower pot maybe twice a month.
And that's why it's not living. No. That's why it's gone.
That's right. That's why it leaves.
Right, exactly. So what do you do with the leaves? Do you stick them back? Like, is it just the leaves, or is it the whole thing that you can stick it back in the water to get roots?
No, the fig leaf, I'll throw that mess away. You should have stayed on the plant if you want. I'll throw it in the compost bin outside.
What you doing? Teaching it a lesson?
I'm teaching it a lesson. All the other ones, they better be scared. Don't you fall off, because
your cycle's going to be over.
All the other plants, see what happens. Don't start.
Right.
Don't start.
That's right.
I got an elephant ear plant. The big, they're called.
Yes, I've seen them. Yes.
The leaf is probably about this big, and it just got another baby.
It's inside, or you have it outside?
It's inside. Everything's inside.
What?
Yeah.
You have it inside?
I have 2 trees downstairs. I have a ficus tree, and I have another, like, a palm style tree. Bigger than me. But one of the things I don't tell a lot of people about, I have plant tanks with fish in them.
What? Plant tanks with fish in them?
So
that's supposed to be good, because
fish tank.
Yeah.
The plants, and I throw a few fish in there just cause. But it's mostly like a little jungle.
Because there's this guy, he's when I was trying to learn about my gardening, there's this guy, he has his fish in the tank to fertilize the water, to fertilize the soil.
And I scoop up my water from my fish tank, and I water the plants.
Yes.
And that's why this one having trouble too. She got fish water and everything, and she's over here acting funny. What? None don't be none. My plant philosophy. That is true. That's why you wonder how come my plants are doing well, because I threaten them.
Oh.
No.
You better listen.
They each have their own Alexa. Like, I'll play, I think today I let them classical music, but every now and then they'll get them some West Coast hip hop, they'll get them some East Coast. Like, they get a little bit of everything.
All right.
A little Alexa.
You have cultured plants.
Exactly. We're all at the cookout, hanging out. Yes,
your worldly plant you got over there.
Exactly. Well cultured.
Very
traveled.
Well, they said that the plants are supposed to be good for when you breathe in the clean air. So
yeah, no, it helps. It definitely helps. I used to have I've always had a plant obsession, And one of my buildings that I manage, when people would go on vacation, I don't know how I made it happen, but I ended up becoming the plant babysitter.
Okay.
And so people bring their plants down I was like, I'll watch your plant, but I'm not going to your apartment because I will forget about it. So they would bring their plants down to my office, and I had one person brought me a shelf. I just plants galore, and people would literally walk into my office and be like, "It smells so like fresh and clean in here." It's just because I had all the plants. I was like, maybe I'm over here getting high off of plant supply.
You see, you see it high off your own supply.
I'm in a good mood all the time, like all this fresh air going on.
I'm telling you, that is good for you. Because I said I want to do the same thing, but I didn't bring them in the house yet. I'm supposed to start my peppers, but I didn't start them yet.
That's hard work. A garden is harder work than plants.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
They're like cats.
They're like cats, but you need like an alocasia. No, not alocasia. Let's rewind. Don't get a fig plant.
Don't do that.
Why did I forget the name? Peace lilies. Peace lilies, temperamental is I don't know what, but they're very resilient, and they let you know when they're thirsty. Like
okay.
Those are the super dramatic ones. And apothos. Those are very simple, easy to care for plants. I actually, in my plant tank with the fish in it,
yeah,
extra vines, and I just literally throw it in the water and they start sprouting again.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's what I need. I need things that don't need me. I need things that's gonna live without my help. That's what I need.
The self-sufficient. She's independent plants.
That's right. They need to be like cats. You know, cats don't want to be bothered. Dogs, they need to be all touched and rubbed. And cats don't want that. That's the kind of plants I need.
See, that's what I like in general. Right now, I know it's bad. I was like, I need independent candles. Can y'all go make yourselves?
Right.
Yourselves? Like, so you need me to come and
do yourself.
Man.
Swear yourself.
Like, I'll just sit there. Here's the ingredients. You guys go ahead.
That's right. Right. Swear yourself. All right. So enough about plants, you guys. I hope you guys liked our gardening corner. But
segment. Gardening with Jazz. So today we're gonna plant.
Right. That was the gardening corner. Now we're moving on. No. So tell us about the moment that you realized that you had to pivot from making candles in the house to the mainstream right now, because you're everywhere. You're everywhere.
When I looked at my house and I realized the only empty space, I left my son's bedroom, not his closet. I left the bedroom alone, and he had a little desk. It's like one of the little kid desks in the middle of the living room.
And you had to eat at the little desk.
I had no room for anything else. I had 6-foot tables. My couch was on its side, pushed against the wall.
Right.
And the thing I didn't realize, 6-foot tables aren't that strong. So you get a good 50 to 100 candles on it, that thing starts warping.
Mm-hmm.
And I had my TV on the wall, and I had to get shelves. I had shelves lined up all under the TV. I had a packing corner that was full of boxes. Mm-hmm. At this time, you guys can't call CPS on me now because it's past. But my son, I remember, but I couldn't even fit him in the car to take him to the post office with me anymore. Like, baby, you're going to have to stay home. And I was about to make multiple trips.
Right.
At the time, he had a phone, so I put a camera on, and I turned the phone on, and I just have the phone on as I'm speeding to the post office.
Right.
Trying to load everything outside of my Ultima. And one day I load the stuff in there, and I'm like, I went from putting 2 or 3 boxes in the bin to them seeing me coming and just pushing the bin out at me and said, "Here, you take care of it yourself."
Right.
When I roll in and they just push the bin out the back.
Right. They know it's you.
They know it's me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost, I was scared because it was during the pandemic, and I was like, do you really go and get a retail space during a pandemic?
Right.
Well, now is a better time than anyone because they're a great price. And so. And cheap. Exactly. And so I went for it, and it was the best decision because I then was allowed, because I was working around the clock. Because when you have, as everyone knows, you have your workspace in your home, you're supposed to be relaxing. Next thing you know, you're at the table making more candles.
Right.
Got your family. There goes my son sitting at his little desk in the middle, eating his macaroni by himself, and mommy don't see him because I'm head deep.
Tunnel vision.
Exactly. He wakes up in the morning. I'm still in the same place. Now mommy's a candle zombie. And that's when I knew. It was like when I looked at my house and my son only had a little desk and nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's time. It's definitely time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So it was good. It was good to separate. The first few nights, there was actually times where I would be in my shop till 3, 4 in the morning. When I first got the shop, I had a lawn chair that I would sleep in the shop with a lawn chair and wake up to continue to make candles again. Because in between that transition, I wasn't able to make as many candles. So to play catch up, I would legit sleep in the shop.
Well, at least you had a lawn chair. I used to sit in my shop like in my office chair like this.
Oh no. Mm-mm. I stole the lawn chair from my parents' truck. And he dragged that out. This is mine.
Right.
Their back, and that was it. My little blanket like this. I was like, one day it'll be worth it.
I'm telling you. Like, I'm tired. I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna do this. Next day, I'm not gonna have to do this no more.
One of these days, and just seeing the evolution and how things just continue to grow. It's just amazing now. But yeah, I had no apartment. In my bedroom, I had one of those big industrial shelves from Uline at the end of my bed. I have plastic shelves along the wall at the end of my bed. In between my bed and my desk, which was another 6-foot table, there was just enough room to barely squeeze an office chair in between there. And that's where I packed my orders at. That's where I did my emails. That's where I did everything. And so it was crazy.
Oh my goodness. Well, I know the struggle because I've had the space. I've worked out. Like, let me tell you, I came back home. But wait. Before I go into my story, I want to say hi to Imo. I think it's Imo. We went into somebody's live on Tuesday. Not somebody. His name is Nate. The Ferocious Beard. He makes beard oil. And we went into his live because he was in ours. So I was like, oh, let's just go check on him and, see what he's doing. He was getting ready for his. And so now we have one of his friends from there. So hi.
Oh, welcome.
Thank you. And then thank you for everybody new that's just joined in. We have Jazz from Black Sunflower. Okay, let's go back. So I had, and I still do, because when I had the shop, I had plenty of space, but I felt like it's the people. It's too much traffic. It's too much people coming in, going out, and I don't want to deal with it. Then you're picking up stuff. You got to sniff it. You got to do this. You got to touch. You got to talk to me. And I'm like, this might not be the move,
That's why I shut down my shop.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I literally, people are like, I just want to come pick it up. No.
Yes. And then because you have this space, they think, okay, I'm going to drive by and I'm going to knock on the door. And you're like,
So you want to know a secret? I have blacked out tint on all my windows. And you know how many times it sounds horrible? Because I made it very clear. I made it clear on my website. I make it clear on Google. The shop is not open to the public. On the door, it says not open to the public. I will sit there and watch people knock on the door.
Right. That hard-headed.
I will sit there and watch them. And I'm just standing there on the other side of the glass like, no, I don't.
Right. But I'm not letting you in. It says no. It says no people could come, no walk-ins.
But everyone's the what is
exception?
The exception. Yep. Everyone's exception. Exactly.
So Talisha could relate. She says, truth, I realized I was going too hard when I really thought about moving my son into my bedroom just to have more production space. Like, girl, you gotta do what you gotta do. If that's what you gotta do, you better move him into the room.
You know what? It's like a extended sleepover.
That's right.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be forever.
No, it's so that he can have more space in the future.
Right. He'll be happier later.
Exactly. I say go for it. Move him out. Tell him.
That's right. It's an adventure.
It's an adventure. Exactly. To put a tent in the living room or something.
Right. He'll have fun. It'll be a fort. They love forts.
They love forts.
Tell him his fort is his bedroom. Is his fort. He'll be fine with that. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we got June in here. She's new. So there's a lot of new people in here today. So I want to say thank you and welcome. And make sure you guys go follow Bubble Babes University and follow Black Sunflower BLK Sunflower. Make sure you follow both of us because it's a thing.
And like this video, you guys. Give us some likes. Like
some love. We got one love. Give us some put them up there. Put them up.
Give Nikki her flowers.
Give me something. Give me something.
Something.
So, what was your viral moment? Like, when did you say, like, I don't know if you have an alert on your phone and all the candles started selling, or was it just like you looked at your website and you seen everything growing? Like, what was the moment?
I keep getting moments. I can't tell you if there's one moment because every time I turn around, something happens where I think
high five with it.
I was like, I think the biggest, like, oh my gosh, what just happened is I get an email and it said somebody at Disney.com. And I was like, oh, they might just want some, it was like around the holidays. Oh, want some corporate gifts. Okay, this is cool.
Yeah.
Oh. And it was a Monday. I remember it was Monday. She said, by next Monday, can you have to me 100 strawberries and whipped cream candles for the Bachelorette promo box? We haven't even finalized the deal. I'm on the phone ordering everything I need right then and there.
That's right.
And
figure it out later.
She didn't sign no contract. She didn't say we were actually going through with it. I still thought it was fake. And I best believe I got them to her by Sunday.
What?
I knocked out. I got the inventory, poured and marbled with my mom 100 strawberries and whipped and labeled and cleaned 100 strawberries and whipped cream candles, boxed them and bowed them and sent them out. And so this was before Black Sunflower packaging was even what it was. Like, it was like what it is now. And people started posting, it was my candle, a bottle of wine or champagne, and succulents. That's all that was in the box.
And so your candle already stood out.
And I was like, wait, what? I think the other haha moment, I got an email saying, we would love for you to be a part of the Boys to Men anniversary party. I deleted it. I was like,
why? You didn't believe it?
No, I was like, this is fake. I deleted it. And my publicist was like, oh, did you see? I was like, yeah, that's spam. That's fake. She's like, this is real. I was like, oh, okay. And so I think this would be the
ponytail.
I think this would be the biggest moment. I'm there. I'm sitting at my table. I go like this, and I put my tablecloth out, and I hear, "Oh my God!" And I'm in the Hamptons, right?
Right.
Oh my God, are you Black Sunflower? And I'm like, it depends on who's asking. And this lady runs up to me, and she's like, "Oh my God!" And she calls her friends. You gotta smell her candles. I love her candles.
Oh.
And some lady that worked at a plastic surgery office in New York. And here I am. And the thing is, she wasn't even the first person. This was August of last year. She wasn't even she wasn't the only person that came up to me and said that they need my candles. And I was like, I'm over here in the Hamptons. And they like, oh, my candles? Like, what?
I'm in the Hamptons.
I'm in the First of all,
you know who's in there. You know who's there.
In the Hamptons. I was like, party. I'm sitting at the same table as Wanye and everybody, and his girlfriend's birthday. We all singing happy birthday. I'm saying, look where candles got me.
That's right.
I was like, what? And I would die. If you go on my story, you have to go scroll down a little bit. And there's a picture, and I'm standing there, and there's a table behind me. It was my booth, and then the stage with Boyz II Men. And Sean came over. He's like, we're sitting at the table. All we can smell is your candles. But get this. You think that I'll be dying because of this is the part where I learned I switched to the business mind.
Right.
Black Sunflower, Boyz II Men was amazing. But the connections that I made just being at that event were more than just saying, hey, Boyz II Men have one of my candles. No, I met restaurant owners, I met investors, I've met like the amount of people that I met just at the event, and the people who gave me the knowledge for free. And I think that overall, people are talking about the viral moments and getting out there, finding the connections to help you move forward in life, priceless.
Exactly.
Like, if they would have just told me I was going there to meet all these big wigs, I'd go, sign me up. Like, Boyz II Men was great, but yes, just being allowed in the building to be able to network with the right people.
That's right.
And at the end, because I was like, I'm not shipping these candles back. So what I did, I packed the boxes. I'm looking around like, okay, you look like you got money. You look like, and I started handing out the rest of the candles.
Right.
Those that I know, one of the people was the owner. I posted this on my Instagram as well. He was the owner of the social club.
Mm-hmm.
And he thought these candles smell amazing. And I was like, oh, thank you. Still didn't know who he was.
Right.
Go to the after party. I'm leaving the after party. No, I'm taking it back. I step outside to call my baby because it was time to tell him good night. So I stepped at the party to tell him good night. And he's walking and he's like, where are you going? I was like, I'm just calling my son. I'll be right. Okay, when you come back, make sure you find me. I went back. I talked to him. He was talking to another guy. And he said, first of all, you have to smell her candles. They're amazing. And you need her candles in your hotel. And he was like, done.
What?
Done. And I was like, wait, what just happened here? He's like,
right.
Shots. We all had some shots. And then he looks at me. He says, your candles are amazing. Your product's amazing. Your branding's amazing. He's like, I owe you nothing. He's like, me telling you this does absolutely nothing for me.
Right.
Whatever you do, not give up. You cannot quit. You have something great going here. This man owed me nothing. And little did I'm going to share this with you guys. The day before, it was a turn and burn. I was in New York for maybe 48 hours. Maybe 17 hours before that, I was sitting at JFK bawling my eyes out.
Really? But isn't that how life happens? Like, you just be at your lowest and then God be like, here you go. What you stressing about? Boop.
Exactly. I was sitting at JFK bawling because I was just stressed. Coming, as we know, there's seasonalities, and the seasonality hit me. I had a high revenue business now, but I didn't have the income to support it. So things got hard. And I was just bawling my eyes out. I even took a picture. I was like, this is dumb. I don't want to be one of those people like, oh, look at me crying.
Right, because then people be like, what are you doing that for sympathy?
Exactly. But in that moment, I was like, I need to take a picture for myself. So I can look back on this moment and realize, like, I just was like, I'm gonna go run in the middle of the tarmac and just hold on to the bottom of an airplane and just go up with theirs. I don't know. I was like, forget all this. My joke is I'm gonna take all the candles into the middle of the highway. We all just gonna sit there and let everyone just like
right.
But it was so inspiring because he owed me absolutely nothing.
Right.
The amount of like words of encouragement and even just his time. Because I saw him talking to the guy and as I walk away, he's like, no, you come here. No, come here.
Right.
And I think that was more of a hot moment than any social media or anything could really give me. Somebody who guy owns like 5 restaurants between Hamptons and Manhattan. And I was just like, okay, I'm here.
And that is so awesome. And then also I want you to add to that, to, if everybody in the room, people are scared to tell their story. Why they're scared to tell their story, why they're scared to put themselves in, people want to act like they already have it together. And that's not a part of the fun of growing in business, because nobody always has anything together. Something is always falling in between the cracks. So can you please stress the importance of knowing your story and telling your story?
And not being like, I have a hate relationship with social media. I love social media because it got me to where I'm at. We have so many people out here faking it like it's easy. Like, Black Sunflower did not happen overnight. It happened from years of work that I put into it. And I'm not going to sit up here and tell people, oh, it was just a breeze. I just made some candles and I got found. And
right.
I cry all the damn time. Actually, today I didn't cry. I took my magnesium gummies to help with my anxiety.
Okay.
But I cry all the time. Stuff is hard. You're always putting out fires. So stop looking at these people who are living these fantastic looking lifestyles and they have all their stuff put together. I'll bet you any amount of money, as soon as they come off or they aren't, whatever they're not posting, everything's a mess. Like right now, just look it down here. It's all put together up here, right? Look at that here. I'm trying to take pictures. I got an office chair. I'm sitting on this is my exercise bench.
Oh no. I thought that was like a gaming chair.
No, this is my exercise bench. And then I decided I'm going to get a real chair, office chair. I ain't got time to put that thing together. So we're going to stick to the exercise bench and we're going to call it a day.
Right? It still supports you.
It still supports me. And I think the hardest thing for me is I had no problem sharing my struggles. I had the hardest time sharing my success. Because until I did this Upflip interview, the end of December, I didn't share my numbers with anybody.
I refused to do that too.
I didn't want to. I really didn't want to. It took me forever. Because one, you don't know who's really happy for you. And then there's that fine line between gloating and celebrating. Like I don't gloat. I'm not a gloater. I really, if you see me in a crowd of people, I'm that person. I'll sit back and I'll continue asking you questions. Tell me more about business. What do you do? Tell me more about that. But I felt the interview was a safe way to put it out there.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is what I've accomplished. But now with that, I've realized that I have to kind of backtrack and show people, yes, I've made all of that. It says in 18 months, I made 300K.
Yeah.
If you're a business person, you need to ask me, what did you net?
Right.
The net is not people think, oh, she's just out here bumping.
Yeah, she grows. Yeah.
Loans I'm paying back. Do you know? And it's fine with that. You need to incur debt to build a business.
Yeah, right.
But the loans I'm paying back, you guys know the supply chain issue. And
sure.
I mentioned, instead of buying $1,000 worth of jars, I legit buy $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 worth of jars or wax or fragrance or product at a time. Because if I don't have these products, I have no income right now.
Right.
So it's one of those things that people automatically think, oh, you made all this money and it's so easy and it just came. No, it didn't. Juggling the finances, finding the way to get the money. I still have not received a loan from a legitimate bank.
Right.
I had my loan from Shopify, which was I take that back because I eventually was able to get a loan from 2 friends. But before that, Shopify was my best interest on my loan, which is only 7%, and then 17% of each of my sales. But then before that, I'm only getting the payday loans of business loans, which it's okay. It's okay. I've paid probably close to $60,000, if not more, in interest alone since I've started.
Right. And that's the truth, because if you're not able to get a legit loan from the bank, then you have to explore your other options, because that people will let that stop them from doing something. So you don't have the money, but you're not going to try to find it either. The bank said no. So now what? You just don't get it? No, there's other options. Explore them.
But how bad do you want it?
Yes.
I never took out a $17,000 loan. In the middle of a pandemic, I said, let me take out a $17,000. You know how many people told me no? Jazmin's crazy. Jazmin, don't do it. Everybody I talked to told me not to do it. Not one person said it was a good idea.
Right. And nobody's going to say it's a good idea because they think they're looking out for you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're not really looking out for me, because either you're going to give me the money, you're going to find me the person with some money, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, how is this going to ever happen?
It's not. So if you're not going to give me money and I have this dream I want to fulfill, I am going to bet on me. And that's what I encourage everyone to do. Bet on yourself. Stop asking for everyone's opinions. I didn't tell anybody about my candle business.
Boss, say it again. Say it one more time. Say it. Sis. Come here. Right. Say it again.
I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was something along the lines of bet on yourself.
That's right. Bet on yourself.
Nobody about my candle business when I was starting. Absolutely nobody. Why? Because Jazmin's always selling something and everybody's And yes, I am always selling something because I'm always reinventing. I'm trying That's a cute one. We're gonna talk about that.
Had to catch it. Had to catch it.
Yeah, that's cute. Reinvesting back into myself is the biggest thing. But it's like I lost my train of thought real quick because I had a good one going there.
Because you're always doing something, and people,
they're like, oh no, we don't want. She's selling something else. I'll even be honest with you right now. I just posted about what we'll talk about later, my event space.
Yeah.
But if I post anything else, Black Sunflower, on my personal Facebook page, I may get 5 likes. I may get, yeah. I don't mess with them people no more.
Right.
I don't mess with them. But it's really just important to believe in yourself. Like, stop. I didn't tell anybody because it was super cute when somebody placed an order and I was able to go on Facebook and say, oh, thank you for the order. And they reply, oh, that's you? Yeah, that's me.
That's your little business?
That's your little candle. But yes, it's my little.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yes, can you talk about the financial part of business? How did you budget? I'll be honest with you, I didn't budget.
I'm telling you, you have got to be like my soul sister or something.
Now, not to say I'm not trying to do it now.
Me too.
Going along, you're like, but I'm like, I need wax, I'm buying wax. I need fragrance, I'm buying fragrance. I need jars, I'm buying jars. Ooh, that's cool. What's that? I need that too. Like,
I don't even know if I'm gonna ever use it, but I need it. But what was a good thing and a bad thing about that is now that I'm deeper and I'm going into my second full year, I'm able to use all the statistics from the year before to now create a budget. Mm-hmm. I just knew that I needed supplies to make candles to make money. And that's what I did. I'm not saying it's the right way to do it. With all my clients, I tell them to write out a budget. Right.
Like do as I say, not as I do, right? I'm gonna tell you the right way.
All right. I'm gonna tell you what you don't even have to start like me. Don't start like me.
Start like me. No,
be the opposite of me.
I do it right. Because I did not expect, everything happened so fast. I didn't have a business plan, which was fine because I mean, I've done, it's not fine, but I've done this before. Yeah. I didn't have any of that because this was literally just, I went to pick up my son from COVID. When COVID started, they said, don't bring him back. I was like, dang, I need some money. Let me just throw some candles up on a website and see what happens.
Right.
That's what it was. One thing I will say, even though I didn't budget, I knew exactly how much it cost me to make a candle, exactly how much it cost me to do whatever I need to do. So if you don't have a budget, if somebody asks you, how much does it cost to make this candle? I'm here.
Exactly. I think it's about $5. It might be about $5.
It's $5.25. And it depends on the time of day, maybe an extra penny or two.
Right.
But you need to know down to the T, because how do you know if you're making money or you're just selling stuff as a hobby? We get so excited. Oh my God, I made a sale. But if you're selling I'm sorry, I don't know who could sell a 9-ounce candle nowadays for $12.
And you're underselling. You're underpricing yourself.
You can't. There's the way stuff, unless you are legit getting bulk stuff for pennies from China, your vessels, which you probably aren't.
Right. And you probably aren't. And if you were now, you're not getting them off the port.
Not getting them off the port. They're still sitting there.
Yep.
Like, if you are selling a 9-ounce candle for $12, I need you to go reevaluate your costs and rethink what you're doing. Because as much as we want to, I love to make candles. Yes, I love to make money too.
Right. I love my lights to be on. I like to eat. I like to eat in a warm house.
I like to eat at nice places.
Mm-hmm.
They're selling a $12 candle. No, unless it's an earwax candle. I can't. But there's no way that you can be successful with that and charge what you're worth.
Right.
You have somebody, an auntie, because it's always the auntie. I'm not paying $25 for this. Well, you're then not my demographic.
Right. I could go to Walmart and get it for $2. Like, that's where you need to be.
And whatever from that.
That's right. That's where you need to be then. That's where you need to be. Makisha says, thank you for sharing and being transparent. So excited coming across one of your videos. I told my mom how grateful I was. I found you. I found this. I literally just watched one video and ended up here. Oh, okay. Thanks, sis.
Yay. did I start with a kit first? I saw that question. No. Dude, I actually was wandering around a local craft store down the block from my house. Didn't know what I was doing. I'm in the store Googling, okay, I need wax. And I brought like a little 10-pound bag of wax, a little of like 25 wicks. They had a little pourer in there, and they had some little tins. And that's literally what I started with. And I think the picture, see, I find this. It don't look funny on here.
And you got that at the craft store?
Yeah, it was at a craft store. It was like a mom and pop little craft store down the street from my house. And I was like, well, I guess this works. It's going to take a second, so we need to move on.
All right. So go to the next thing. All right. So Yas wants to know, do you have a business plan now?
I do have a business plan now. I have a business plan now. I have a proposal sheet now. I have my wholesale costs. I have my speaking engagement list. All this. So when somebody calls, bloop, 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 here you go. I have it all set up. And you guys, if you aren't utilizing Canva, get your life. Canva will change your life. Like, and how cheap it is. Like, I don't know.
What is it? $13?
And for the pro, I think it's $24.99, but then I can share stuff.
Yeah.
I thought it would be more. And I'm
right. Okay. You remember when you was like, "You're gonna kill me, change the picture." I was like, "Oh no, worries. Don't you worry about that. You're gonna change it 5 more times. I got you. Don't worry about it."
There we go.
Oh wow, that was your kid.
My first post. This is my first post ever. Yep.
Look at that.
13 cents. So I brought a bunch of those.
Right.
Post. And then these are the wine bottles. Whoops.
Oh, but those are, you need to bring them back for a little bit.
No, I'm too big to do that. Somebody gonna come and get me off of copyright trademark stuff. They gonna come
like, you know better.
You
know better.
That's why I stopped putting stuff in the safety. I put the stuff in my candles for pictures and it looked good.
Yeah.
I stopped selling them with stuff in the candles because it was just too much of a liability.
Right. And everybody want to put stuff in their candles. Like, cut it out. Just cut it. Give them the crystal in the organza bag and the flowers. Tell them put it in the bathtub. Do something else. But get it out of the candle.
It's not worth it, you guys. Now, you can do it to take pictures, but make sure you let people know, like, the candles don't come like this. If you want to give another aspect to draw attention to your candle, that's great. But you guys, like, it's not worth it. And if you do not have candle insurance,
hello.
I don't care if it's a hobby. I don't care if you're giving it to family or friends. That's probably the worst mistake I made in the beginning. My first pop-up that I did, and I sold a crap load of candles.
Right.
They probably weren't even the best candles. They were not the best candles. I did not have insurance. Thank the Lord, nothing happened.
Right.
But everyone's just so, oh yeah, let me just sell some candles.
Right. I'm gonna put them on the website. I'm gonna sell them tomorrow with no insurance. Like, what? Tell me what you're doing exactly. Exactly. I'm gonna save you from yourself, because what are you doing?
No, you can't do it. Please. If you get out, the one thing you do tonight is go and find yourself a broker. You can look for insurance brokers. You don't have to go to the big companies. Find an insurance broker. Get candle insurance. You should have. If you don't have it now, by tomorrow evening, have candle insurance.
I'm telling you. Well, Jules says she got hers from Liberty, and she only pays a certain amount per month. I think she said $35. So that's good. Y'all, anybody can pay $35 a month for insurance.
Oh, Makisha's over here. She's sweating.
Sweating the edges out.
Exactly. There you go, Cara. That's what I was going to say. So with how do I come up with my wholesale cost? First, I need to come up with my regular price of my product. So I take my cost of whatever it takes me to make my candle, which you should know right off the bat, and multiply it by 5. And I use that as my base.
By 5. I like the by 5. Okay.
And who told me this? Telling myself. My very first pop-up event, the one I did where I didn't have insurance.
Yeah.
The lady across from me, she comes over. She's like, "Oh, these smell good. I can smell them from way over here." And she's like, "How much are you selling for?" I was selling for $12. We ain't gonna talk about.
Oh, so that's why that 12 is significant. And if you're selling your candles for $12,
Yeah, exactly. And so we gonna pass that. And she was like, no. She literally handed me a Sharpie right there and said, "Fix it."
Mm.
And she said, "You multiply it by 5. Here's why." And incorporates the cost of your product, the time,
Yeah.
materials to ship, and then you can adjust from there, up or
Yeah.
down, depending. But that should be your base where you start. And so with my wholesale, it really depends. I'm going for bulk, like starting off, I did like 12 candles minimum. And most retailers at least want a 50% markup. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and so it really depends on who you're selling to and where you're wholesaling your candles. Do your research within that industry and see what the typical markup for candles is. It's normally 50%. Doesn't mean you have to do that. Typically, I go under 50%. So it's anywhere from 42 to 47% is what I'm doing for wholesale. But it just kind of depends. So it really look at your market, where you're selling it to. I've had some people who wanted 60%, and I said, nope.
Absolutely not.
But it definitely makes things different. You ever deal with folks asking you for things that aren't in West? I get so annoyed. Oh, I love this question. I love it. You know what it's all about? Setting boundaries. It's okay to say no. You know how many people are like, you only have soy wax. I can't use soy. Are you going to use this? Or do you have unscented candles? Or can I have a vaulted candle? No. What you see is what you get. It is okay to tell people no. You're not here to please everybody. All the people out here making candles, you tell me you can't find nobody?
You can't find that one person that make what you want?
You going to come and harass me?
Right. And change my stuff?
No. You want me to add more work to my already hefty work?
Right.
It's okay.
And just make that one. Just make me one. How many do you want? Oh, just one. No, we can't do that.
Exactly. That's a good question right here. The wholesale, do you recommend wholesale or not? So the wholesale question, it depends on if you want to focus on B2B, business to business, or business to customer. And I will be completely honest with you. If you can focus on that wholesale B2B, you're now allowing another company to do the marketing and advertising and getting your product out there for you. Mm-hmm. So your B2C, your customer sales, your online sales end up becoming just the icing on the cake. So if you are able to, if you want to see a quicker return on your dollar and get out there a bit quicker, I suggest going the wholesale route. And I wouldn't just focus on wholesale, but definitely put wholesale in as an important business strategy when you're growing. So yeah. Special told me to hire a marketing specialist before starting. Otherwise, your content will be weak. What do you think? This is a good question, Yo-Yo. So I personally know somebody who's a genius at marketing. Her name is Jazz.
What's her name? Excuse me. What's her name?
Jazz. Okay. She's just, when it comes to marketing, that's her. I did all my marketing. I did my branding. I did my demographics. I even down to putting out my ads, everything. That was me. I did have a publicist, but my publicist found me because of my branding and marketing. My publicist was able to get me into these things. People think just because you have a publicist, you're able to get into these stuff. No, right. You need to still have a product, because these magazines, a product that stands out.
Yeah.
Because you know how many other publicists are pitching their clients?
Right.
Hundreds. So she was able to pitch me and get me into all of these publications because of my branding and marketing.
And I was going to say that's going to lead us into our next little. This is just moving through itself, right?
No.
Let's talk about that, because that's what you really love to do, right?
That's what I really love to do. Like, even while building Black Sunflower, I've helped at least 10 to 15, I can't even remember all of them, businesses either get off the ground, rebrand, reevaluate, and start making more money. Right. That's just what I do, whether it's down to hiring the right people, to put the right things in place. So the actual question was, do you hire a marketing specialist? Oh, that was my phone. I'm like, what is that? It's loud. So do you have to hire a marketing specialist? That's kind of a hard question. First, before you do anything and before you even reach out to somebody, you need to really evaluate who you're selling and, once again, what problem you are solving.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if you reach out to a marketing specialist, you need to know if this person is going to be the right fit for you. It's not necessary to always hire a marketing specialist. A lot of times just working with somebody and allowing them to guide you in that right direction, because the resources to create these tools are there. You may not be a graphic design specialist, but if you have your demographic down, if you have your branding guide, a branding guide tells me the colors, the color codes, the fonts that I use, how I use my logo. So if you have all of these things in place, you then can go to Fiverr and say, here's my branding guide, here's my vision. Because I didn't make my logo, but what's crazy is I had everything together. I had my vision that when I told this gentleman, this is my vision, he came back the first time with exactly what I wanted.
Oh, see, and that's the same thing that happened with, well, my logo changed, but the idea of it stayed the same with the two ducks. But I told my person, I was like, I want the two ducks to be kissing. I want one duck to have eyelashes. Why I thought that was important, it just, I don't know. It just was to me at that point, right? So it changed because when I first started, it was kitty. You know what I mean? So now I wanted it to be, more sophisticated. You know what I mean? And so you do have, if you can give not your advice, but your idea of what you want your logo to be, somebody who you fit with, like you were saying, finding the right people that you can fit with. If you find that right person, they'll know exactly how to communicate that through art for you.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And so and this all goes with business. So I have Black Sunflower. I purposely never named it Black Sunflower Candle Company because I know me. I want to do everything.
And I put that on and I was like, I know Jazz is going to say, it's not just candles. And I was like, but what else am I going to put there?
But I just
don't know what everything yet.
Let's answer this question about the 5 times for, it's 5 times for resale. 5 times for resale. And then the wholesale cost is the percentages based upon the market that you're trying to enter in. Most places for candles want be able to do a 50% markup on your candles. You don't have to. You're more than welcome to do less than that. But that's kind of the standard in the industry when it comes to wholesale for candles. So once again, is why it's important to know the exact cost for your product. So going back to Black Sunflower, I have Black Sunflower. My dream when I was younger, I wanted to be an ad man. Like, those shows where they're sitting there all talking about this ad and putting ads. That's what I've always wanted to do.
What is that show, Mad Men? Is it Mad Men?
I love Mad Men. I envision myself in there walking in with my whiskey glass.
Right.
That sucks. Let's do that. How about you put that's always been my vision. And it's one of those things where I had to then separate because I was getting a lot of people in that wanted business questions.
Yeah.
And it was flooding my candle page. So then I had to separate. It's literally something I've always wanted to do. And it was in my 3-year plan. So not only a business plan, I have
there you go. We have a plan.
Yes. It was in my 3-year plan to start my branding, marketing, consulting business. But the universe said, you got to do it now.
Mm-hmm.
So branched off and I just launched Black Sunflower Academy, which is just a business branding, business growth. We help people elevate, start and execute whatever they need to do in order to get their business. So whether it's setting up the business, whether it's branding the business, whether it's marketing your business, it's just getting started. And one of the things I always stress to people, most people would be like, well, I don't have all this content. I don't have paperwork. I don't have any of this stuff.
Are y'all listening to that? Because that's what y'all say to me every single day, y'all. I don't have any content. I'm like, you making stuff. Everything is content. What are you saying?
So what did I do? I started an Instagram page. Every other day or so, I'll post something on there. I give people some information. I just started hosting Zoom classes. And the thing is, I don't set times. I don't say it's going to be weekly. I don't say it's going to be monthly. Yeah. I don't know right now. I'm diving into it. Do I have an overall vision? Yes. And I'm going to charge appropriately as it grows. But just with Black Sunflower, everyone got to watch the grow up and the evolution of Black Sunflower.
Yeah.
in real time. So it was like one day they pick an order from me, it's wrapped in bubble wrap, and 6 months later they get it and it's in a box in crinkle paper. 6 months later, where did this foil box come from? Like, people have been able to watch the blow up, and people love that.
Right.
It's going to happen with Black Sunflower Academy, where there's still a lot of great resources available right now. What you got going on?
I don't know. Something's in here. I think it might be a ladybug.
It's coming after you. The way you looked up, I was about to.
What the hell is that? It looked like a bird, but it just because I seen it out the corner of my eye. But I was trying to find it. I think it's a ladybug.
Exactly. Oh, God.
You was like, "What are you doing?"
I'm gone.
I was right, and I was trying. I was like, not gonna look, but I was like, I gotta know what that is. What if it lands on me? What is it?
Because then you're just gonna run, and then we all gonna be right.
Then it's gonna be a hot mess.
So yeah, I've started the academy, and we currently do Zoom classes, one-on-one coach consultations. One-on-one consultations are currently closed, but they'll be opening up more later. But in general, that's what we're going to keep doing, is classes and helping people grow. And can you hone in on what problem am I solving? That's actually the question. Based upon what are you selling? You need to figure out what problem you're solving.
Right.
Just create a product. You just can't, like, when I created Black Sunflower, I wanted a candle that necessarily wasn't boring. I wanted names that were fun. Like, in my mind, like Ocean Breeze and Sea Salt, and I'm like, well, that's boring. Or
right, that doesn't sound like a good time.
Crisp Summer Air. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. But I wanted something different. I wanted something that was me. I wanted something luxury, and I wanted something that appealed to my demographic. I felt that I didn't see much of that out there. So that was the problem I was solving. Then within Black Sunflower, I wanted to solve more problems, where I started diving in more on the inspirational side of things and being transparent. And people were attached to that as well. Like, okay, well, this girl, she's being real and upfront. So yeah, she sells good candles, but giving me inspiration, and she's telling me the real deal. And so what problem you're solving can also change and evolve over time. But initially, when you make any product and when you're selling anything or a service, not only do you have to problem solve, I'm gonna throw this new one in there, you have to be innovative and evolve. You have to change the game before the game changes on you. And that's one thing with Black Sunflower is I look so far ahead to see, okay, what's going to be my next step, and how do I stay ahead of the game on the next step? Because by the time things have changed, it's going to leave you out the door.
That's right. That's right.
You're going to be playing catch up.
And that's how I say that too. I say, you can't do it. The things that you did when you were in the apartment are not the same. You can't operate in that same mindset that you were in the apartment. Because now things has changed, things have evolved for you. You have grown. And so now you have to incorporate systems and things like that. And so a lot of people get left behind because now they don't understand how to shift their mind into another mode, I guess I should say.
Yeah, I'm always on, like, I don't want to call it, I'm always on alert. Like, I'm like that anxious dog. Like, oh my God, like, what's happening next? What's going to happen next? I'm always trying to just visualize what could possibly happen next, and how can I fix that problem before it even gets here.
Right. And nobody knows that problem exists yet. Nobody knows. Believe me, it's a problem.
I can see it coming.
Right. I got you.
Game before the game changes on you. Like, that's one of my big mottos. Like,
we need a shirt that says that.
But you know what?
And it needs to be in the academy. Hello.
Okay, we may take a note.
Right, put it down, write it down in the notes. I do that too.
What was that question about?
The 50% wholesale. That's all I remember.
Okay, I think it was like, is it 50% off wholesale? So I did see somebody say, so if the candle's $25, the wholesale should be $12.50. Now that's where you realize. That's why I said the industry standard is 50%, but you don't have to do that. If you realize that we already talked about that $12 candle, but selling 30 candles at $12.50 versus selling one candle at $12.50 is a little bit better. You're going for quantity over I personally still, if my wholesale came out to $12.50, I was like, no, think about yourself. Think about your value, your time. No, I am not selling a candle for $12.50. I'm not going to do it. What are you comfortable? In the beginning, my wholesale, I set this number, and no matter what, I would not go under that number. It's changed now, but it was $16. I don't care who it was. I don't care if it was a friend who wanted a discount, whatever. Nobody got a candle for less than $16.
Hey, I like that.
I didn't do much of those. Friends and family, okay?
You said I didn't do much of those.
Much of those, not many, but it's good to have that number in your head. Like, nobody's getting anything less than this.
Mm-hmm.
So you got your good luck ladybug over there. Am I bringing you good vibes?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's some plants. It's
I'm gonna send you a plant, and I'm gonna put a little ladybug in there.
I said, right? We have like out here, because I'm in the woods, they have like these they have seasons. But it's not in season. It's too cold. And I have not seen. So this is a little confirmation, kind of weird kind of thing. But that's good. This is good. It's good. It's good.
That's real good. See, I'm like that, man.
It's good, because I have not seen a ladybug since summertime.
Yes. It says, okay, so the problem solving doesn't have to be an actual problem, just my take on business and uniqueness. It doesn't have to mean only the actual product. Exactly. Perfect example. I had somebody I did a consultation with today, and she sells apparel. And her problem was she had a lot of stock that was just on hand, or stuff that was made wrong. And we kind of worked through the steps of, okay, here's your problem. You have all the stuff on hand. What does your demographic want? And how can you utilize all these extra products to give your demographic what they need? We are coming up with, we're going to discount some of them, but we're going to discount them in a bundle. Yeah, you can get everything in a bundle.
Everybody loves bundles.
Everyone loves a bundle. Everyone loves a discount. But she's like, oh, I didn't want to devalue my brand. I was like, you're not devaluing your brand. Main reason is because you already have a very good markup on your clothing. So if now I can get 2 products for the price of 1 in a bundle, they're gonna go for it. Everybody like, it's gonna be a no-brainer. They already like your product. Now I can get 2 for 1.
Right.
It's just a very simple off the top, but you're always trying to solve a problem. You just can't make stuff for the sake of just making it. If you're making, when I was making the wine bottle candles, my thing was like, I'm saving the earth. I'm a hippie, and I'm saving
I love plants.
And I'm in Seattle, Washington, and we love upcycled stuff, and people fly off the shelves because like, oh, she's saving the earth. Let me buy her wine bottle.
That's right. That's right.
The problem I was solving there, but I didn't want to continue solving that problem, so I let that one be. So that's Black Sunflower Academy, and just solving problems and business. There's so many. It's like this whole facet of things that combine, and we can literally go on for days about it.
That's right.
But I think the main things are knowing your demographic and solving problems and staying innovative. Like, you can't be working on the same product, especially in the candle industry, for 2 years.
By the time you master that thing, somebody done did that, put it up there. They done got the tickets and the rewards and the accolades, and here you come with your candle. Now you look like you old. Right. Like, I had this first, but you don't look like you did.
Exactly. And that's the same thing with waiting till it's perfect.
It is a ladybug.
It's a ladybug. Ah! He's coming to visit you.
Oh my God, it's on the computer.
So I said, hey.
No, ladybug, go. I'm sorry, y'all. I got distracted by the ladybug. I didn't even get it out.
Oh, you guys, somebody.
Who sent me a ladybug?
I was trying to tell you something. You weren't listening. Well, she was there, so she's coming closer. So you need to listen.
Listen, I'm telling you, it's definitely you, because there was no ladybugs in here, and it just is like by my eye, and then it said right here. It sat right here on the computer.
That's crazy,
right? Somebody gave me a message. I received it.
Let's figure out what problem we solving next, because There's something going on.
Somebody to send me a ladybug, solve something.
I love it.
Oh man, that was so cute. Okay, so I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. So you're gonna have to screenshot you like this. We can make some gifts out of you or whatever. Because I would so be sending that to everybody.
Like what is Nikki doing?
Yeah. Oh my god.
That was I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse. I'm definitely gonna use it. I'm gonna use that moment for something. That it's gone now, I think. I don't know. But even if it's not, I know it's a blessing. I do know that. But I still don't like bugs, so you know.
Yeah, me ain't.
Yeah, you know, all the blessings can't come in bug form, honey, because I'm just gonna be like, I don't think I want that blessing.
Oh my goodness.
All right, okay. So let me get myself together, snatch my ponytail together. So tell not me because I know about it, but tell everybody about your event space and what's going on in it.
I'm excited. Oh, that's not a really good question. How much is the Black Sunflower Academy? Right now, it's absolutely nothing. It's free $99.
You better get in there. You better get in,
follow me on Black Sunflower Academy. We have Zoom classes right now that I do charge for. They're supposed to be 2 hours, but we tend to go over quite a bit. But it's a whole bunch of content. Eventually, there'll be some sort of price tag to it. I haven't even hashed all of that out yet. It was my 3-year plan. But
I better get in on that free Zoom class while it's free.
Exactly. When I do and then I do lives as well. I do lives, I do free lives, I do Zoom classes, I do all that stuff. I just want to help. And a lot of it on the business side, I'll let you guys know. I'm gathering data. What do people really want to know? What does my demographic look like? That's what I'm doing. I'm spending this time to gather the data so I can provide people what they want. So it's just on Instagram right now. It's not even a course, a class. It hasn't become any of that right now. It's just me taking the information from Black Sunflower, my candle page, putting it on Black Sunflower, the Academy page with business growth, and you'll be able to learn and grow and evolve with me. So
you better get in on the free side. That's what I tell y'all. You better get in while I can still talk to you, because when it starts popping and I can't talk to you no more, I'm not acting brand new. It's just a little bit crazy.
It's Black Sunflower Academy. Just look out on Instagram. That's all. I have a Zoom class this Saturday. This one is $59. We're talking about how to start a business that people will buy from. We go over business formation. We go over how to set up tax stuff. We go over marketing. We go over pre-sales, all of that. Yes, you can definitely join. I have so many people from Canada all in my life now. It is crazy. I freaking love it.
I love Canada.
I love it. And he's like, I need to go on this. I went once. I'm all the way in Seattle and I went once. But I digress. We were supposed to be talking about the event space.
Right. Oh, wait. So Kara wants to know, where does she sign up? But everybody, this is where you can sign up. We're going to do it one time for the questions.
Yes.
Where can everybody sign up?
So follow my candle page. It's Black Sunflower, BLK Sunflower Co. For the Academy is Black Sunflower Academy, BLK Sunflower Academy. So yes. Oh, hey, she's like, she took the first one.
All right.
It's $59.99 for Saturday. I think after the tax and fees, it comes like $65 or something. It's 9 a.m. Saturday, Pacific Standard Time. Sorry, not specific.
Specific. It's specific time.
Yes. And the first class that we did, just because I was generous,
okay,
I'm doing another class the following Saturday just for free, because I wanted to make sure they did their homework. That was mostly me keeping track.
Oh, yes.
I wanted to make sure they did that. What time? 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Saturday. And the link to sign up is in the bio on the BLK Sunflower Academy page.
I need to take that. What am I doing Saturday? Do I have? I need to be in that class.
Okay. Jules and Nicole came in last Saturday.
Oh, nice.
For that. Yeah, they came in. And it was great. It was super great. Yes, US dollars. And I think, because I had somebody from Canada last time, I think it came up to like 80 something Canadian dollars. I think. Because I had somebody in Canada last time. Yes, 12 p.m. East, or 12 Yeah, 12 p.m. Eastern.
We get all jumbled up with the times. I'm like, I had to send Jazz a message like, Jazz, you know it's not 7 your time, right?
I make sure my phone makes sure everything that people send me, put it in my time. I don't got time.
Yep.
My mathing don't be mathing sometimes.
No, not at all. Remember when we had to do the Zoom, we had 3 different time zones. I was like, I'm here. Well, it's not yet. Well, what time is it?
What time doesn't work for you on my time? I'm like, man.
Right.
Gosh.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, we sitting here doing math. We got our fingers up trying to figure out what time to be somewhere.
Too much work. So, I'm excited to talk about the event space.
Yes, please.
So, another one of my dreams has always been to have an event space. And everything I do, like even with Black Sunflower, was to generate the revenue to be able to help people. When I started creating my platform, in the beginning, I bought stuff from other soap companies, tea companies, everyone. I would buy stuff from other people. In the beginning, I have boxes. I put their stuff in my boxes just for shipping out orders. I would put free stuff that I've purchased from other Black-owned businesses just to get the word out there. I would like the platform that I'm creating is not just my platform. My platform is to take other people and bring them with me on this journey.
Didn't I tell y'all she's my kindred spirit?
I was like, I need to help people. And even with my grand opening event, it was October 2020. I had a grand opening. I was like, I'll be happy if 25 people showed up. Is she back?
Mm-hmm.
She back.
How'd it get back?
Because she ain't done with you. She ain't done with you.
But they can't talk. Like I saw you.
Before she starts writing some stuff out, she's gonna start crawling around and writing.
Right, I'm gonna see the letters. She's gonna be flying in letters. Like, girl.
What was I gonna say? Oh, for my grand opening, I was like, I'd be happy if 25 people showed up. Mm-hmm. Girl, I looked at my Eventbrite. This was October 2020. I launched April 2020. Right. I had over 100 people show up to my grand opening.
Nice.
And when I saw those numbers, I was like, hold on. When I saw.
Did she come over there?
No, she didn't come over here.
Is my ladybug there? Because that would be very magical if my ladybug just appeared there.
I know it was the child asking questions because yesterday when I was on a call, look what he sent me.
Aww.
So now he's resorted to texting. So I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna have that many people here, I need other people to come in.
Yeah.
So I just call it people. You just come set up a table. Just come set up a table.
Mm-hmm.
All did well. So it was like every time I do an event, yes, I can host a pop-up just for myself, but what's the point of that if you can't share the wealth with other people?
Yeah.
And so I used to work in this particular building. I reached out to the owner. I was like, hey, this is what I want to do. He was like, let's make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Details. He gave me an offer I could not refuse. And I have my event space. So within this event space, we have the candle bar experience. When I'm going to ATL, it's why are you guys own my business? I may or may not already have a space in ATL. I just
what?
I already have something down. I had a friend call me, say, what's this candle bar experience? I said, imagine a club, a bar. You get to come in, make candles, but there's also other vendors, drinks, live DJ. It's a party.
Right.
It's like an amazing experience. He said, I got a space for you. So yes, I technically already have a space. Lana, I just need the time to put it together. Mm-hmm. But Candle Bar Experience is one. And this is what I was doing. I was solving a problem. We have a pop-up event. We want people to stay longer. How do I make people stay longer? Let me make them make a candle because we know it takes a while for a candle to cure. But while the candle's curing, they need something to do. Oh, let's have them shop at these other businesses.
Right.
That's the evolution. That's how I think when it comes to problem solving.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a lot of candle bars out there. You see them.
Mm-hmm.
But the number one complaint you see if you look at them, people are like, it was a great experience, but I was bored while I was waiting for my candle.
Right. You had to wait. And what are you doing while you're waiting? Nothing.
Shop, drink, and shop.
And listen to music.
And
run my mouth.
The last one, we packed. We ended up going outside. it's crazy. The Black Sunflower Academy, I'm actually building the website right now as we speak. So that's why I said, when you're ready to go, just go. But if you go to the LinkedIn at the top of the Black Sunflower Academy Instagram page, it says February 5th business class. And you just click on that. We're going to talk. We're going to get it all done. And so we have our experience. On top of that, I have the Black Sunday Market, where I'm just going to open up the space and allow vendors to come in to sell. But
I think that's going to be so nice.
I'm doing it a little different because if you go to the website, it's Events by Black Sunflower, so events by blksunflower.com, it's a very sophisticated website. I want us to level up. I need Black businesses to level up.
Yes.
What happens is a lot of times, I don't know if you've ever vended to be at an event and sometimes you're declined and nobody ever tells you why. But the people who are doing it, they're like, oh, they don't like this or they don't like that.
Right.
I need to tell people why they're declined. And not only am I going to tell people why I'm declining them, I want you to succeed. I'm not declining you to be mean. I'm declining you because I want you to succeed. Here are the things that I found. And once a month in that same space, I am hosting a business course. I haven't thought of the name of it yet.
So look at that.
That they can come to for free. We're going to talk about how to make your business stand out at a pop-up, how to set up, how even just the back end of your business, your website, the first impression. So I want to be successful. So my goal is by the time the holidays roll around, they are vending pros. Like
they're ready to go.
They're ready to go. So that's the Black market. Then I'm going to do Vibes by Candlelight. I have a amazing friend who does covers and she has a whole band. And I was like, how dope would it be just to have a bunch of tables set up, high top tables. In the middle is candles, and we're listening to music, and the only light in the whole place is
the candles. Oh, sexy.
Yes, for the grown and sexy.
That's right.
And so can we do East Coast? I'm working on it. You guys, once I get the whole platform set, and with that, the I don't want to call it an incubator because once again, everybody uses the word business incubator.
Yeah.
So I'm still working on other words for that. But for all intents and purposes right here, I'm hosting Black Sunflower Academy is going to host the classes in there with that business incubator.
So that's it. You could have called it an intensive. You said it in the same sentence.
That's true. Look at you.
You know, that's the ladybug, you know.
The ladybug. She told you, huh? I told you.
I was like, oh, okay.
I got it.
Intensive. Got it.
Intensive. So we got intensive. And then we need the t-shirts.
Yes, we need that t-shirt.
Perfect. And so with that, because I want to help so many people, I am now taking my resources, my platform, everything that I generated with Black Sunflower. I can now reach out to these big companies, big sponsorships. Part of these sponsorships will include a percentage of those sponsorships go to fund these programs, Black businesses. You could put other businesses, so you can sponsor businesses to put through the intensive. Like and that's my goal. Like I do everything to help. It's like actually that's all. When I did my fitness and weight loss coaching, I just wanted to help. How can I use my resources to bring more people along? There's so much gatekeeping out there. There's so much trying to keep people down. There is so much money out here for us to all get.
For everybody to make, yes.
Everybody to make. The only thing I don't share, my formulas, where I get my boxes, where I get my labels, and my formulas.
Don't you ask me what I like. There's certain things I'll share, but there's certain things that you'll get a generic recipe, but you're not gonna get, what I do.
No, because in this is another thing. In the beginning, it bothered me. I saw people copying me a lot, like legit. I found some people who had legit knockoffs of my exact candles. And it made me mad at first. It doesn't make me mad anymore at all. But I stress to people, use people as inspiration.
Yeah.
Find your own way to put your own mark on it. Because especially now, people know. Like, people come to me all the time. Oh, I saw XYZ that looks super.
They copied your candle.
People tell me all the time, and it then makes you look bad. There's people, we're creative. We have our own sense of creativity. You have things that you've experienced in life that you can make your own product yours.
Yeah.
So if I was to share where I get my boxes and my labels from, I have a gazillion black sunflowers running around.
Right. And you'll just be me instead of being you.
Exactly. And as much I want to help people, but I want to help you be you. I don't want you to help you be me.
Exactly.
Me, only you could be you.
Right.
I'm gonna help to the greatest extent that I can, but I ain't gonna let you be black sunflower.
That's right. That's right. That's what I'm gonna tell you what you can't do, and that's it.
Exactly.
You know?
You gotta protect your business. You gotta protect your business in whatever you do. But when it boils down to it, the event space is not just my space. That event space is for everybody. That event space is to help everybody grow and elevate as a business owner, as people. And so I want to create a fun space. Every single one of the events that I hold, like, I'm literally on a high for the next few days.
Yeah.
And people tell me that, they're like, that filled my heart. Like, I did not know that's what I needed. What is it? The last event we were singing Before I Let Go. At the end, everyone we're doing our election slide.
Right.
Candles. Some people lighting their candles doing it.
Oh, wow.
Man. Plus, rich people do tell the foreigners. That's what, yep. Exactly. Rich people don't tell the foreigners. Exactly. Nobody's going to go to Gucci and be like, where you get your fabric from, bruh?
And nobody does it. Nobody.
And even if they, first of all, you're not going to ask. And if you did ask and they told you no, you won't be insulted. So don't be insulted when other businesses tell you, I'm not going to tell you my secret.
People used to tell me that all the time. Like, remember when I was saying, I said, if I taught you something and it was in the class, if you ask me a question that I answered, I'm not going to answer it again. Because A, you don't value my time. You didn't value me giving you the answer. And it obviously didn't mean anything to you when I told you. So it don't mean anything to you now. So don't ask me again. And I'm like, I do sound a little harsh, but I'm serious though, right? Because if I'm sharing with you because I'm wholeheartedly giving you something and you don't value what I gave you, what are you telling me?
Exactly. You're telling me you don't care. And the boundary things, it's the boundaries. And what I learned I had to do is, because I was so open and transparent in my Upflip video.
Yeah.
And I posted on the Black Sunflower Academy site yesterday. It was a kind of a harshest post where I was like, it's funny, the math ain't mathin'. I had close between over 800 emails and DMs from people asking for help.
Yeah.
I can't answer. Everyone started getting a template. I had to hire somebody to answer. I had one of my investors like, why are you even answering them?
Right.
Response. I haven't even got through all my DMs yet. There's people still sitting in my DMs in my post talking about, I sent you a DM.
Right.
But as of the day I made that post, there were 4 people signed up for Saturday's class.
And then everybody wanted in on it, right?
And I was like, you guys want to email me and DM me and want me to give you this information for free? I don't have the time to respond to everybody for free. But I'm going to take the time out of my Saturday. Yes, I am charging for it. But Black Sunflower Academy is not supporting me right now. It's putting a value on my time. And I'm here because I really want to help. Really want to help. Why are there 37 people watching, only 9 likes? Hit that thumbs up.
Who said that?
Kara.
That my people, no.
I love it. But it's people are going to always want your time for free. That's why you have to put a monetary value on your time. As soon as I put a monetary value on my information,
you can wean those people out.
Oh yeah. Well, for my one-on-one consultations, even before people pay, there is the most annoying. We had this.
Yeah, I got it.
It's the most. I will say it's annoying. It's an annoying form, but the form makes you think.
Right.
Form makes you really think. 1, where am I at with my business? Am I even ready for this consultation? And 2, how bad do I want it? Are you going to take the hour or 2 that it takes to fill out this form? And because of that, my one-on-one clients are the most amazing, because I light up. That's what drives me when I'm working with somebody and they're getting it and they're using the information and they're making changes and they're getting the sales. The person who was just waiting for me to respond in email, no.
You didn't even take any kind of action, even if I didn't respond.
I legit had emails saying, I saw you on Upflip. I want a business. I need you to help me. How do I do it? Did you even Google one thing? Or you just
right
and ask for help? Like, I need people who are willing to do the work on their own.
Exactly.
You don't. You'll never make your lotion candles on camera. Not go. You know what's so funny? The marbling the candles. My mom got on my ass. She was like, "Stop showing people how to marble candles."
Oh, they tell me that all the time. Stop telling people your stuff.
Stop. Why not? They can go find it. It's out there.
Right.
It's out there. Mm-hmm. Why are you doing that? But still, people aren't going to do it like me. I have a particular way that I do. I show people the general idea of how to do it. There is a lot more that goes into marbling candles than what people have seen, the few little.
Right. The little dabs.
Yeah, there's way more that goes into that.
Yeah.
And when it boils down to it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in that aspect because, and I think somebody also put something like it's hard to stand out because there's so many things that look the same. Go ahead and Google fonts. There are thousands and thousands of fonts out there. There are thousands of ways that you can lay out a candle label. Everyone's label doesn't have to be a square. You can do whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
There's so many vessels. There's so many fragrances. Yes, there's a lot of people out there that are doing it the same. And that's the problem solving. How do you make it different?
Mm-hmm.
That's where the Black Summer. I was like, how do I make it different?
And then you also added to that, and because I think from the marketing and the branding aspect of it, you were able to say, well, it's going to be the same, but it's going to be a little bit different, and I'm going to show you the type of people who need to have my candle, as opposed to me just I have my candle, I'm trying to be different, and I want to give it to everybody. Exactly. No, I don't want to give it to everybody.
Exactly.
Right.
I made my candle for women who look like me. Now, do my sales reflect that now? No, they do not.
Right. Because now everybody wants you. Everybody wants you, girl.
But you know what? I am still marketing to the women who look like me because who got me to where I'm at?
That's right.
The women who look like me.
That's right.
That's exactly who got me there. And so I'm going to continue to market them because it's their word of mouth. How do we say? Like, we just do things amazingly and everybody wants what we have.
Everybody wants a piece of it.
Everybody wants a piece of it.
That's right.
So I am going to keep funneling myself to the ones who got me to where I am at.
Like, everybody wants a ladybug.
Everybody wants a ladybug. Look, I'm looking. I know. A little spider back in one of these plants. But
that'll work too. The spiders eat the bugs.
Yeah, he has a whole little thing. I'm like, you know what? Stay there, bro. One day,
right?
And I was like, no, you can stay. You can stay. Black girl magic right there. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm telling you. And that is so the truth. So I want to wrap up, but I want you to talk about how you find your client, not how you find your clients, how you coach people. Do you coach everybody, or like, are you weaning them out? What are we doing here?
So I do coach almost everybody. I coach anybody who can complete the consultation form.
Mm-hmm. And that consultation form is long.
It's long.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of varies. I just started implementing one-off consultations because before I was only doing month-to-month, 3 months, 6 months, because to get a full scope on the business and actually make things work,
mm-hmm.
it takes more than one session. But
right.
People who just have a few questions that they want to rattle off one-on-one, that I'm doing that. So I still require those people to complete the long consultation form because an hour is a lot of time. You know how many candles I can pour in an hour?
I'm telling you, you know how much information they're getting from your years of experience?
Exactly. So I am still going to need you to fill out that consultation form,
mm-hmm.
assess where you're at in business, and reassess if you're ready. Because I tell my clients, if you're not ready to spend 5 to 10 hours a week on your business,
right,
to give you homework every week. And it's going to be a lot. I am going to give you books to read only because I want you to succeed.
Right.
It sounds harsh. I say it all the time. I'm not here to waste your money or my time. Point blank, period.
Right.
I've said that to my personal training clients, anybody that I've ever worked with. Like, my time is valuable. And I would love to spend my time with you only if you're willing to work as hard as I'm going to work for you.
That's right.
And so I am one-on-one coaching is closed right now because I'm trying to reassess everything. I'm going to start up a wait list. If you follow the Black Sunflower Academy, you'll know when the website launches. So when the website launches, they'll have the mailing list. The details will be laid out a lot cleaner. But I'm just starting from where I'm at. And that's the thing I want you guys to take from this academy and this new venture. Is it perfect right now? No, it is nowhere near where I wanted to be or what. But I started with what I have, and you guys are going to be able to grow with me.
That's right.
That's why you need the love and support. Girl, we are here to support. That is all we want to do. Like, we want to see everybody win, and I feel so blessed and honored to be here and you allowing me to come and speak on your platform.
Oh my, I'm so glad that you guys, I was like, I want to ask Jazz to be on my platform, but I don't know if I should ask her. I don't know. I was low-key nervous to ask because I was like, she ain't going to say, yeah, we like Jazmin. Like, you know, we in the same circle, but
you asked, I was like, yeah.
Okay. Right. I was like, that was easy. What was I nervous for?
And I need you to use that in everything you do in life, because I guarantee you a lot of those no's that you thought you were going to receive were going to be yeses. And how many opportunities have we missed out on life because we were afraid of the no? What does a no do for you? Does absolutely nothing. You ain't gonna go home and cry about that no.
Right.
But what can a yes do for you?
Hello.
What can a yes
do? No.
That's another phrase. What can a yes do for you?
Mm-hmm.
I love it. And so I just want everyone to understand that whatever dream you have, you can make it happen. The biggest thing, I don't want to be, even just you saying you were scared to ask me, like, I have imposter syndrome. I will forever have imposter syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm damn good at what I do.
Right.
I still can't even put on my shoes properly half the time. Like,
let me tell you something. I'm not even matching when I leave the house.
I was like, I'm glad I have matching socks on right now because that's lucky.
My socks never match.
Almost like we have a tendency, and with social media, and we wonder why everyone's depressed and everyone has anxiety. We idolize and we look up to these people and think, oh my God, they're so amazing. They have all this great stuff going on. No, their shit stank. Sorry, Nikki. Their shit stank just like yours.
You could curse on here, girl.
And the same problems as you. You allergic to fakes. That's a good one. Mm-hmm. You have to just stay in your journey, and you can't analyze where somebody else is at on their journey and say, oh, I wish I was there. Oh, I wish I was there.
Right.
When I was in the Hamptons, yes, it looked great, but nobody knew. Just said 12 hours earlier, I'm at JFK bawling my eyes out outside because I couldn't get a rental car. I left my credit card at home. They didn't accept debit cards. I was low on cash because I spent all my money on inventory.
Mm-hmm.
All these high loans that I needed to pay. Like, nobody knew any of that.
Right.
It's this thing, just don't let people see you sweat. No, I'm gonna let you guys see all the sweat.
That's right.
I'm gonna let you guys see not all of it. And I made
you'll see something because some stuff you don't need to see.
Yeah, some stuff you don't need to see. And sometimes I need to get over it before I share. Like, I wasn't gonna share that Hamptons Cry Fest. And I think
but when you get stuck there and then you're telling this story like it's some big glow up and you're still stuck in that mess.
No, once I get past it, then I'll share.
Right, that's right.
But you just need to go for it and stop comparing yourself to other people. Be you, do you. You are beautiful. Like, you were made, like, and you have a gift. Something I learned a long time ago was like, by you holding back, somebody just said they're scared to go live. Yes, you have information out there, or you have information that people need to hear, but you are being selfish by holding it in.
She is. And let me tell you, Yas makes massage candles, and she has this and she has a angle with her stuff. She has like this beautiful, and I keep telling her spoon needs a name because it's a music note, and everything about her brand is called Melodic Sense. Everything about her brand is about music. And I was like, that spoon that's so beautiful. You see the spoon on there like maybe one time, and then there's a whole bunch of other pictures. You never see the spoon again. And I'm like, do you sell the spoon? Like,
yes, you being selfish. I'm just gonna call you selfish from now on.
that's right, yes.
That you ain't sharing with the world, you being selfish. And
You the new Martinique, yes.
somebody's gonna take that spoon, post it 100 times, make their money off that spoon, and you're gonna be sitting there looking like Nikki looking at that ladybug.
That's up in the air.
Like, what happened?
It's talking to me with letters.
Okay. So yes, I need you. When are you going live, boo? So I can join in. When are you going live? Let's go live, yes.
Right?
I need you to don't DM me because you'll get lost. Email me, hello@blacksunflower.com, and let's schedule it. And here's the thing: I'm gonna give you this offer. You get a 2-week offer. If you don't 2 weeks, we ain't doing it.
Yes, you better go. She just launched yesterday. She needs to be going live like now.
I give her 2 weeks. Okay. Email me. I'm gonna send you my calendar. You pick something within those 2 weeks, and we'll go live.
All right. Look at that. Look at that. First of all, where you going and getting that kind of connection? Let's first off, let's say that. Nowhere. Make sure y'all following the Honor Society and Bubble Babes University and Black Sunflower Academy. Make sure you following both places, all 3 places. Well, it's 2 places because the Honor Society is in Bubble Babes University. But y'all just make sure y'all following so y'all can keep on getting these gems because we trying to make millionaires, right? Yeah, right. Yes, it's stuck in my head. Jazz,
yeah. Oh, and speaking of, have you ever told them about the millionaire mindset?
No.
Oh, you should. You guys, if you want to change the way you think, if you want to start making this money, if you want your life to be everything you imagine, you need to get the book, The Millionaire Mindset.
That's on my second batch because I have a book club, but that's not on the book list this cycle. I have 12 books on there. That's not on the book cycle this month.
Okay. Well, you know what? Even if it's on your book cycle, I listen to that book at least twice a month.
Right. I listen to it too. It's in my Audible. I got it too. So yes.
So I will be looking forward to hearing from you, Yaz, so we can go live. Sometimes you just need that fire lit under you.
Bin, 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 bin. That's what Latrice said.
I'm gonna be so mad if I erased it.
Oh, and you know I should have it. I say it. I just yell it.
I did. Oh, it's okay. Bin, 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 bin.
Bin, 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 bin. I just yell it out. Just hey, see, I'm telling y'all. I be doing that all the time. Like, what dance is this?
It's the I'm getting old and I can't do
it. This is what we did. This is what we did. Hey.
This was wonderful. I love
this
it.
This is so good. I'm gonna have you again because I'm gonna build up my students some more, but I want to have you again. But also don't forget to tell everybody about April 16th. And I may or may not be there due to what's going on right now. But if it does seem lighter, I'll be there. I don't want to be on no plane.
I get it. So I'm hosting April 16th, the candle bar experience. You can find that on Events by Black Sunflower in the big old space. I already have quite a few people who are flying out for it. It's going to be huge. I have a radio host from our local radio station out here. I have a DJ from our local radio station out here. I have food, drinks, some of the best vendors, like the vendors that I already buy from. Like, they're my favorite. So April 16th. And if you can't make that one, there will be more. One thing about Seattle, they are very they don't play when it comes to COVID. So you need to wear your mask. And if you are not vaccinated, you can't go to eat nowhere. So, and I will be enforcing mask as well. I'm enforcing masks at a candle event, but it works, right?
Right. But like, you're going to have to do what you got to do. You better sniff through this mask.
Exactly. You better smell hard. If you pass out, I don't do CPR.
You know, make sure you got somebody standing behind you just so you can fall back on somebody.
Exactly. So, it's T. Harv Eckert for the book. T. Harv Eckert.
And that book is awesome. It is.
It's amazing.
Yep.
The candle bar will be there. Make sure you guys follow Black Sunflower Co. Events by Black Sunflower and Black Sunflower Academy.
See? Get it together.
Because I got Body by Black Sunflower. I have the Garden by Sunflower. I need to get my life together.
Everything is under the umbrella.
Everything is under the umbrella, but it'll be good.
Oh gosh. All right. So everybody, thank you so much. You guys stayed and we love you guys. Make sure you follow Jazz. Make sure you follow Bubble Babes University. Make sure that you support. If you are in the Seattle area, make sure you take your behind on over April 16th to the candle bar, because it is going to be an experience. It's not just the little candle making thing. It is definitely going to be an experience. You already know from the packaging of her candles that it's gonna be live. You already know.
Page eventsbyblacksunflower.com. That'll give you a feel for what we do and how we do it.
All right. And we got shirts that we got to make. We're going to talk about this later because we need these.
Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm. We need these. Mm-hmm. But it was so good. This was so good. I didn't even, let me tell you, I have things to ask you just in case. I never, ever, look, I think I said it. I didn't even have to look at my notes. I asked you everything that I wanted to touch on.
I love it. So that means you're ready for your podcast, right?
I'm ready.
Now it's official.
It's official. I need coaching. I need coaching.
Bring it. I was like, can I be one? Oh my gosh, we could do a mini coaching session on your first podcast.
What? Let's do it.
Done.
I got my pen in my hand. I'm writing my notes because I'm going to ask you. I have my little posters on my table, and in the morning when I have my coffee with Nikki, I'll be like, you said you were going live today. You said you were starting your YouTube today. Did you do that? You said you was getting your EIN today. Did you do that? I have alerts in my phone and everything.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
All right, done. I love it. That's what we're doing.
Got it.
Cass, you have a mini coaching session.
It's gonna be bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're gonna make me execute a whole lot faster. Now I feel like I'm not just saying, oh yeah, I'm just doing this for my podcast. Now I'm like, I need a podcast.
Because when you said in the beginning, I was like, what is she talking about? Like, why don't you have a mic in front of you right now?
Right? This could have been my podcast.
Yeah.
That's why you're coming back, so we're gonna do this again. Yes. We're gonna do this again without the ladybug, because the ladybug is around.
Well, I wasn't gonna say it, but next time it's gonna be like 2.
Don't, because the ladybug looks big, so it might be pregnant. I don't know. It's a big ladybug.
Because you got big blessings coming.
Yes, I receive it. All right, you guys. So thank you so much for joining us. Jazz, go get your son his macaroni and cheese. He probably made it himself.
I don't know what he did. We're going to figure it out later. I mean, all right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you guys around.
See you. Bye, guys. Wait.